It's very loud. Okay, are we live? We are. Okie dokie. Alright, I was just finishing off my sandwich. Decided to wait till the last minute to feed myself, and I was like, you know, if I don't eat, I need to. Oh. Minecraft? Yeah, exactly. I open Discord in case we need it. What's up? Oh, apparently my headphones are not working. That's what's up. Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and warn everybody, if I get a specific phone call, I will... I'm not sure how long the phone call will last, so depending on where we are, I might call the stream if we're close to end, or I might do like a I'll be back kind of stream thing, because I don't know how long the conversation is going to last. Talking to a eye doctor in Atlanta, something. And since I don't know exactly what all I possibly have to do or whatever, I might have to ask a lot of questions. It just depends on how forthcoming they are with information. At least I fully expect them to call today. It could be Monday before they call, so... I have no idea. I don't recognize that picture. Why is there a crotch on my wall? New set of trials? What do we got? I mean, kill the snitches on here, so... That's something. Hey. Sounds insightful. See what I did there? Yes, I see what you did there. I see. I saw what you did there. Nice. Did they... have obviously put more blood vials out here? Good grief. That's how much we've donated? I haven't even been on here to see where this thing is at yet. Oh, phase 3 is complete? And phase 4 is complete? Alright. And 27% of phase 5, which is... I wish we could get a closer look at this. This looks like a... I don't know, maybe a lab coat guy? I don't know. Do you have any blood in there? No. Dude. Do you have any back here? No. You will be the scalpel of the American century. Good heavens, dude. Well, they've even got some back here. So... Are we trying to make biblical prophecy come true? Is like a river of blood being made? Is that what we're doing? Seems like a thing we're trying to do. Murkoff wants you to be free. Played more Solarpunk? Officially addicted? I'm gonna check that out. I looked at it. very quickly, though. Yeah, I see. Kinda gives me Slime Rancher vibes. I'm not really sure why, but it does. Yeah, Brett. I'm gonna go grab some caffeine. Still having issues. It's not as bad as it was before, but I'm still having issues, so I'm gonna see if caffeine might actually help today. Ozzy's World of Warcraft trailer? Ozzy? Gotten addicted to Power World? I have heard there's a lot of people put hundreds of hours into Power World. A lot more players, the 1.0 release. That's what I have heard. It's 2009. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Right? So, what has everybody been doing? Huh? What have everybody been doing? I have been basically, for the most part, AFK, except for the one day that I showed up here in the little video that I did that apparently the algorithm really appreciated. I'm not sure why. Back when Blizzard had Mr. T, Vern Troyer, and Ozzy do a promotional ad for World of Warcraft. Oh. Call of Duty, Ozzy and his son Jack played online? Really? Would not have figured Ozzy for a gamer. I just got into it because of son, possibly. So, typically when people are laid up, not feeling well, they tend to watch a lot more TV than they normally get a chance to. So, I watched I'm not even sure what you would call them. They're basically like movies that they turned into short series and like 8 episodes and it's the entire thing, but they bloat it so that it's like this could have been an hour and a half movie. Instead, it's 8 45-minute episodes or something like that. Have you guys experienced one of those? Parents are coming home a day early, so you're having to do all the housework? Uh-oh. The pug has decided to bark every time I close my eyes. I am all for having animals and being an animal person and everything, but where I cross the line with my animals is if they're disturbing my sleep. That's where I cross the line. Because I am an insanely testy person, and I cannot function on less sleep. I am the only one in here. That is creepy. 111. I thought it said 11. I was like, wait, no, that's not right. I have definitely failed more trials than that. Got a lot of information about Ozzy after he passed. Well, seeing how a lot of information came out about him after he passed when he can no longer defend himself, I don't know what to tell you on that one. It's for the... I grew up, this is gonna age me quite a bit, I grew up dancing to Michael Jackson. Then for my entire young adulthood to adulthood, I was told Michael Jackson might have been a predator of some sort. And now here it is years and years and years later, and people are finally coming out and saying, no, it wasn't actually him, it was him trying to protect kids from... what's his face? Hold on, my mind's doing the thing, guys. My mind's doing the thing. Anyway, I'm not going to get political about it, but the point is he was actually trying to help people, he wasn't actually hurting people. So his entire, his complete brand, him as a person, got completely annihilated for years and years until people finally spoke up about it. So who knows? Not to mention, things that happen in Hollywood, I would not be surprised. Entire file about him. Yes. Epstein. Thank you. You just said something that triggered the name in my mind. Thank you. But yeah, apparently the whole Michael Jackson thing was actually him attempting to keep children away from Epstein. Supposedly. However that happened. And there's even some conspiracies going around now that there was a possibility that's the reason why he died. That it wasn't an accident or something like that. I don't know. So, I don't know that I want to do introductory, though. It's too intensive. But yeah. I don't like the idea. Now, if it's his family saying one thing about him or another thing, I can imagine that there's probably a lot of drama that goes on with... in the limelight families. I would not want to be one of those people. Would not want to be one of those type of people. Especially when it seems like Hollywood destroys children and then just, like, spits them back out. So I wouldn't be surprised about that. Oh. The Home Alone kid defended Michael Jackson. He also warned Britney Spears, yeah. Home Alone kid, it was Macaulay Culkin. Hollywood is a terrible place for child actors, it is. It was 100% a bad place, and a lot of the problems with that was some folks knew about it but did nothing about it. And some folks tried to do something about it, and apparently they died what I would consider early, so... I don't know. We are going to... Here, let me go ahead and do the recording and do the sound off that I normally do about Outlast trials, just in case I wind up using any footage, I don't know. Today we're going to be playing the Outlast trials. We are still doing our donations, the special therapy blood drive. We're in part 2, and it seems like people have been giving a lot. I mean, there's so much they're not even refrigerating it anymore. It's just sitting out in the hallway. So, yeah. My customary, this is an 18+ game and therefore an 18+ stream. This is not the kind of game you ignore the rating for. It definitely warrants the 18+. Technically, I think it's a 17+, but I say 18+. This is a game for adults, not children. Period. So, if you happen to be watching this and you have any children, or you're babysitting or whatever, come back to the stream later on. It will be on my YouTube. It will be on Twitch. You can watch it later on. You won't miss anything. Or just come back whenever we play something different on Wednesday. Hollywood's not just a bad place for children, actors, or singers. It's a bad place in general. Yeah, it is. In filming Harry Potter, actors like Maggie Smith went out of their way to protect kids on set. The fact that that actually needs to be a thing instead of children just being protected in general is confusing, in my opinion. It should just be the natural state of human beings is to protect children. So, we got 227. I did finish my catalog, right? Yeah. And the final thing, you can continue to spend this to get more experience. Which is something, this is the first time they've done this. Grab ourselves a little bit of a level there. Nice. We're on 97. We're going to wind up relapsing, guys. Okay, let's go do our donations. We actually have Kill the Snitch. I don't want to do introductory. I want to do intensive. Let's hope my brain can actually function for this.
The trials are salvation.
The trials are salvation. And we also need to spend a couple of minutes reading through the last little bit of information that we got from the evidence in the trial. We read Foyle's documentation. We read Liliana's information, I think is who it was. And a little bit about Easterman, but we haven't figured out why we're donating the blood yet. And I think that's in the last couple of pages that we haven't looked at. As far as Hollywood goes, I found out some of the reasons why my state has gotten as bad as it is because they turned it into a little Hollywood because they started doing films out here. There are several large ranches that exist near where I live that some Hollywood actor, and I know who it is, but whatever, some Hollywood actor decided to buy up the ranch and then take away everything that made that ranch special. Like, they used to do classes out there, they used to do holiday stuff, like there was a corn maze, there were pumpkin carvings, there were fireworks during the right seasons, like they even did lights. It was like a tiny little light show. And they stopped every bit of that. They just bought the land. That was it. Now it's nothing. Nobody can go there. It's private land. So all the classes, they used to employ about 20-ish folks during the summertime. Guys that wanted to learn about ranch handing would go out there and get summer jobs, and they no longer do that. Alright, we got our bandage. No. Okay, so we don't have, bleeding on this one. That's on psychosurgery. They were giving grants, yeah. They were giving grants. It brought a whole lot of business to Atlanta. They had... The Hunger Games was filmed here. The Walking Dead famously was filmed in Georgia. There was a few others. There was one in particular I actually... Now that I think about it, that footage is long gone, but... there was another movie that was being filmed a town over, and I went to that town and interviewed a few businesses to find out what it was like having all those folks there. Were they impairing people's ability to get their job done? Were businesses having to close down? Were they having to deal with any, like, rude folks because of it and everything else like that? I did a full-on interview. I was going to publish it on the channel, and then I chickened out. Totally chickened out. So... Anyway, I've already forgotten what that one was. It was a... It was a murder mystery, I think? Something like a missing person, something or another. That's the part of it that I remember. You know what? I actually think I should. I should go ahead and get this. It has its own wiki page? Wow. I did not realize that. Sorry, dude, I got places to go. Yeah, there's a lot of them that filmed around our lakes and stuff like that. The reason being is if you film out in California, a lot of the actors and stuff like that belong to what they call actor guilds or whatever. And basically, it's a way of making sure that across the board, everybody gets paid the same. What it actually means is you've got to pay somebody the right to go act in their city, which causes additional cost on the actors. And then it kind of funnels who is allowed to act and who is not. And there's additional pricing for using their agency to find actors to go into your films. Here in Georgia, they didn't have to do any of that. Nobody had to belong to a guild. You didn't have to pay monthly payments. And their rate for acting was not controlled by some guild that was standing up for them, so they could do basically whatever. If you agreed to it, you could get the acting thing. So they brought a whole lot of jobs out here. The problem is they also brought a whole lot of their crap along with it. $2,889 shows and TV shows filmed in Georgia. That's not surprising. There you go. That's a lot more than I thought. Ooh, they got laws. Open the door. Oh boy. Boy. Oh boy. Get out of the hallway, dude.
Down this way.
Thank you, lady. So, yeah, there's a lot of policies that got passed inside our... Okay. There's a lot of policies that got passed by, officials basically taking bribes from Hollywood folks. Saying, if you pass this law, I mean, we may not come back to your city to record and stuff. So any kind of policies that might have been made for landowners and stuff like that, or policies for the people who are getting these jobs, none of those policies passed. Oh, fire, dude. And a lot of Georgia, because so many films were being done here, a lot of those Hollywood actors wound up getting like summer homes here and stuff like that, which of course drove up the housing prices around this area. Okay. Where is the gasoline, dude? Yes. Ooh, I almost walked straight into you, dude. So, I watched the new season of The Walking Dead's Daryl Dixon. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with that. I've had a hard time watching it. I like Daryl's character, and I like The Walking Dead series up until the last couple of seasons, but it's been very trying to watch those movies. Or those shows, rather, I guess I could say. Then I watched one series that was on our list that I had never seen, But apparently Bam had watched it ages ago. And then... it was like much ado about nothing, really. Anybody watch the Daryl Dixon show at all? Anybody? Walking Dead fans? At least fans of the earlier seasons. Seems like after, what, season 4 or 5, a lot of people just kind of knocked off watching it anymore.
Every little secret.
Pardon! It was getting awful close to my door. Okay, I'm gonna give him a minute to get away from that door, but I'm gonna go over here and check to see if the secret room is back here before we move on. Richie, how you doing? Nope, it's not back here. Okay, well then we can move on then. I have to ask you to move along, sir. Why are you doing that right there? Figures. I'll wait. Anybody watching the series? I don't want to do any spoilers. I actually wanted to rant about it, but I don't want to do spoilers for someone who's watching it. Been working on getting old clothes together so I can donate them to charity. Oh, nice. Typically, I have me and my daughter specifically because a lot of times there'll be family members that might hand us down clothes. And we'll wind up keeping a whole lot of them. We'll keep them for like a year, and then after that year, it's like if you haven't worn it in this year, you don't see yourself wearing it in the upcoming year, let's donate it. There we go. Not interested in that, not a lot of movies or TV you care about anymore. Well, I was having a hard time because I typically watch YouTube videos, but there weren't any... My biggest problem is when I'm not feeling okay, I want to be able to turn something on and not have to think about it at all. Like changing between like 20-minute videos is a pain in the butt. And nothing was coming on that really appealed to me as far as longer content, so I was like, okay, I'll go to Netflix. And I didn't really want to watch anything that I normally watch, because right now I even have my TV going, and it's got The Walking Dead going on it. It was Stargate, but for some reason Stargate started acting up. It wouldn't play the next one, so I don't know. So I went over to Netflix to try and find something to watch, and I wound up watching, is it 1877 or 1811 or it's 18 something. I watched that series. I fast-forwarded through a lot of it. I'll be honest with you. I fast-forwarded through a lot of it. Let me just say it's a specific style of things. The hauntings of... Oh, heck, I don't even remember. It was a while ago that I was watching that one. Let me do this so I can get out of the basement. Oh. So you're gonna come in here and check the generator and be angry? There's several, like, overly dramatic, almost, hauntings of big haunted houses and stuff, and I actually really like haunted house movies and stuff like that. House on Haunted Hill, those types of things. I kind of grew up on those. So... Dude, what are you... We're gonna go out that door. Okay.
Help, please.
What do you need help with, dude? Just go the roundabout way, it's fine. We'll go around. Anyway. I was watching it, and during the first, like, couple of episodes, they went overly dramatic. Like, I mean... very on the nose, very... zooming into someone's face and... Why are you walking next to the blind dude? Oh, you're a level 60. Oh, you're a freshie. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, he's in a bad area. This way. Come on, dude. Come on. Where's blind guy? He might be trying to break in, I don't know. Why are you... Dude, I will... Pain in the ass. I was not actually legit trying to wake... Don't you do it? Stop. I'll break back. Anyway, it did some overly dramatic haunted house things. It's spanning out and showing the entire environment while everybody does the very meaningful looks between each other. It did a whole lot of that. It was almost to the point of being cringe. And then they added on top of said possible cringe, they added in juicy scenes, I guess you could say, sex scenes, that really had no bearing on the story at all. Why are you doing that? Okay, well, he's over here. Where's Coil? Anyway. They added in a whole bunch of those. There was not a normal relationship as far as I could tell in the entire story. All of them had, like, a past. Things they were running from. Things that they had done. Which you eventually find out might be the reason why they're all on that boat. And then it went kind of the way of Lost. You guys remember where, Lost started out with, like, this whole science fiction. They did the whole Stop laughing, dude. I'm trying really hard to explain a thing. You did not see me. And the problem is there was always, like, some sort of drama that happened that wasn't reconciled by the end of it. They just kind of brushed past it and never gave an answer as to why it was like that. Let go of it. Ow! Follow me, dude. Anyway, that happened. So, it was kind of like that, only it was a lot more vague. They were making decisions and doing things, whispering behind each other's backs when the person in the room could have helped them with whatever it was that they were doing. And then it got to the point where it was so outrageous, there's only a couple of ways it could go. Kind of like they did with Lost. All the stuff was so way out there that they could only explain it in a couple of different ways. That's basically what they did with the plot. And I don't know if it was because they started out not knowing where they were going to go with the plot. Always watching, Wazowski. And then at the very, very end, instead of trying to attempt any form of explanation about it or anything else like that, woo! They did kind of what I guess that they had to do, but it was hugely disappointing because it negated the entire experience. Just knew I was in here, huh? I knew that. I knew it. We just ran into each other's face and what? Alright. Guess I'll go this way. Ooh, cheated. For sure. Go back here and see if this room is back here. Okay. Put a link in the movie chats about how James Cameron couldn't almost make Aliens because British tea time. Already have it stamped on the video link? Really? Jeez. What? Dude, you... Are you I Got a Conditions boyfriend or something? Keep walking. Does not know who he's messing with. Good grief. And as far as like the Daryl Dixon thing, I tried to enjoy that series. I really honestly tried, but I just cannot. The worst part is this particular season was like... You cannot see in the dark, dude! Why are you acting like you can? Mr. I Got Superpowers? Uh-huh. Oh, that's a lie. There we go. Okay, I gotta get this. Okay, we got that one. Guess I need to go find out what the other keys are. Pardon, dude. Hmm. Right? Come on, dude. This is your what? Lamb. Okay, it's right there. Really? Is he in here? No. He went down the hallway. Okay. Bird box? I think I've seen that. The name sounds familiar anyway. Spade. Yeah, you're just gonna walk right into her, dude. Okay. Not sure why Bird Box sounds familiar. Movie universe is in my area, so to talk about areas I know, it's about an invisible monster that causes people to... Oh, really? Oh, found the door.
Can you help me?
Which one did I have? We'll change out with this one. I'll do the booster. Beast booster.
You see that?
Oh. That. Being that. There we go. That way when he's done walking Jaeger, he can go get what he needs to. And there is... another one of these right here. Oh. Somebody is following me. Okay. Gonna chest bump the table, dude. Okay. How did things go with the eye doctor? Oh, that's fine. They just, what it is after years and years of talking about it, I thought we could look into me getting LASIK surgery because it's getting to where I'm having a hard time seeing just like random things. Like coming in here to edit, if I have my glasses on, I can't see the screen because it's right there in between the two phases of long distance and can't see up close. When I wear my contacts and put my glasses on, I can kind of look far away and see up close, and it's just like, if I'm wearing my contacts, I have to wear my glasses to read. If I'm wearing my glasses, I have to take my glasses off in order to read things. As long as they're in the right zone, I can read them, and basically it's just wound up with me getting really, really bad headaches every time I'm working on something. It means I can do it for a less amount of time than I would normally have been able to do it, because I just wind up getting headaches. I don't think it's responsible in any way for my dizziness or anything, so I don't think it's going to help with that, but maybe? But right now we're just we're checking to see whether or not it's possible, whether or not financing is available, how much it would cost, all that kind of stuff. We're just First time looking into it, so I had to go and get a referral from my eye doctor. So it was just basically an eye exam. We'll see whether or not it actually happens. If it's outrageous, I'll probably just deal with it for a couple more years, but we'll see.
What are these good times? Whatever he said.
He told me he was going to give me a rubber cookie.
I don't like you. I don't love you. Why would you want to hurt me?
Because I like your sack. No, no, no. Oh, dadgummit, dude. There's a reason I got quiet. Come on, follow me. Ugh. Come on. Follow me. Maybe he can push.
Got it.
A lot of us? Murdered a lot of us. You push? Yeah, he pushed. Okay.
Go down the street. Help me! Somebody help me! I don't want to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. God,
Woo! Freaking screamer, dude. Yeah, thank you for asking. It's just a part of the thing that I needed to do. There. Come on. Help. Okay. Nice. One more blood has to be given. Blech! Where was a place to do blood? Not in here, not in here, not in here. Is there one in this room? Yeah. Alright, there we go. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have you give more blood and higher difficulties. Come on, dude, can you find your way out?
Let's stick together here.
There you are.
Sure.
You never what, your witness? Bleh! Don't go that way. Okay. He's so testy. Did he not have his caffeine this morning? Guess not. What? Why? Why? It's being overdramatic. Stand back up. All I can say is the doctor didn't outright say that I wouldn't be able to have my eyes done, so I guess that's something. Now, whether or not they charge an unreasonable amount is a different story. If it's too expensive, obviously the answer is going to be no, but from what I understand, the price has gone down because, you know, the technology's gotten better. Ending friends request, you say? Charles, how you doing? Found out the last item in the blood category you can claim multiple times. Yeah, I have gotten that box so many times. Now the only problem is what's going to happen because whenever we did prime time, I got my old tokens back from the last prime time that I was in, so I was able to just immediately buy at the catalog. If we do it this way, I mean, it gives us a whole bunch of experience, but we won't have those in case of next time. There were people, though, that didn't have their primetime tokens from the time before. I don't know if it's because they somehow or another managed to use them all, which I doubt because they're grinders. So I would assume it was because for some reason some people didn't get theirs. Okay, I will 100% relapse after this one. 27 complete. I have contributed 116. Whenever they're in your team but they're not in your lobby, does that mean they're on like a different version, like a console version or something? Glad to see you're alive. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. I seriously considered calling it off for today and just sleeping, but I went to bed at 9:30 last night and woke up basically at 9:30 today. I didn't sleep through the whole night. I woke up several times, but I got a pretty decent amount of sleep and I ate okay yesterday and I feel a bit better today, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'll take it easy, but I'm just gonna do it. You know? Try that one. I'm a 7 days hero? What? Yeah, really. Just talked about something that other folks ain't gonna talk about. I don't think that makes me a hero, it just means I'm the one that's on the outside that can talk about it. And I have to completely say thank you to the person who told me that that even happened. I hadn't even known it was happening. I was gonna put out a different video, which was basically the same kind of stuff. Talking slow, loading sentences, and everything else like that. I was just gonna talk about news. I didn't have it in me to try and do one of my walkthroughs. My head was really, really messed up to Monday and Tuesday. Really bad. Hey, Reaper. Just found 2 ants on me. I'm starting to think there's a line of ants somewhere and I can't see them. I can feel them walking on me, but I can't actually see them. Damn it. Talking about my gameplay? Oh. Oh, I'm a hero in 7 days because of my gameplay? Wow. Not really. I apparently stop a lot of zombies' fists with my face, more than most people. Everybody did get the information, though, that the new chicken coop is out now, right? I'm not sure what the big mystery was, and they had to get butthurt over it. Chicken coop came out. So... Oh, did they leave? Okay. Nice diaper, dude. With who? Caution. Who's that? Dadgummit. I was wanting to see if he could get caught by my trap. Ow, man. Take away all my fun. Chicken coop, oh my god. I can't wait to play now. What are you doing? Did you just stand there and watch me get my arm sucked on? You creep. Seriously, today you're just gonna keep throwing Jaeger at me? Alright. Easterman says it's too late.
All witnesses in Section 1 eliminated. Section 1 security explained.
Okay. Am I hearing that? There it is. 7 days just added coops as well? Yeah. Yep, they did. They only talked about it for 2 years, so I mean, I guess it's about time, right? I would really like that brick, you know? I feel safer with the brick. Better late than never? Yeah, exactly. Right behind me. Ow, man! Jaeger! Why are you gonna scare him like that? Haven't I told you before to smile? Where did he go? It'd be really cool if I could trick her into bashing that open. At that side of the door, you dingus. Ah. Behind the door just making noise over here, dude? Okay, where's our friend? Are we already done walking Jaeger? I thought she was gonna be around for a minute more. She's gone. Could you open that door in front of you?
They can't hurt you. They can't.
And I will. You're loitering.
I'm gonna feed you to the fucking dogs.
There's dogs. Can we pet them? Get him. Don't you touch me. No, you actual pain in my butt. Freaking AoE attacks? It's illegal. Need to start looking at collecting chickens, pigs, and sheep so I can start farming up eggs, truffles, and sheep milk? Really? Really? Pain in your butt? Did you eat Taco Bell? No. Actually, well, yeah, I did actually, but I didn't have any, like, lettuce or nothing on there, which is crazy because I had a salad yesterday. Mm. Yes? Did that thing just poop out two people? Because I just heard two voices. It's either that or I'm crazy. I hear eggs in the US have gotten a huge recall because of outbreaks of salmonella, which I still find confusing. I don't I don't understand how they can do that. I honestly think half of these things where there's a recall, it's not actually the food or the place they get it from, it's the place that was responsible for washing them is using dirty water. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. There needs to be a full-on investigation. Those people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're using recycled water and they're not properly, yes. They're not properly, filtering the water afterwards or whatever else it is that they need to do. Then, companies need to know that that's happening. Do not see me. Get him! Okay. You didn't see the door? My bad. Ooh, evidence. She fell on her keys. Don't you touch me. Got him anyway.
All witnesses in section 2 eliminated. Section 2 security gates eliminated.
That dude though. No! I knew she was there too. Get off me, lady. You did not chip a nail. You ate it. I will keep missing. That's what I'm gonna keep doing. There. Okay. I feel better now. Right? That way? With that dude? Don't you want to come in here? Wrong way. Okay. You were growing artichokes? They look like mini trees? I tried for 2 years to grow artichokes. It just gets too hot here for them to live. This is what happens when eggs have their protective membranes removed during the washing. Yes. Only in the United States do we have to worry about salmonella. In Japan, they, for example, they have entirely raw egg restaurants, and in others they don't even grow. They don't refrigerate them. Yeah. Exactly, which is the reason why 100% think it's like they have to actively be doing this to mess it up this much. Like, they're using water they should not be using for something like this. It's the only thing that makes sense. There are backyard growers all the time. No salmonella, no issues. But you start getting a whole lot of people in and start getting very relaxed on your rules about how things are supposed to be done. I was not actually looking for this guy. I was just walking around. Ow, man. That is really and truly the only thing I can think of. Is there allowed to use like recycled water or contaminated water sources or something like that. I mean, it's also the conditions that they have their chickens in. The big, long barns full of like 500,000 chickens or something like that. Those are not healthy, so I have no idea how Japanese folks raise theirs, but they also eat like raw fish. Around here, if you eat raw fish, you're gonna catch something, but over there it's like they just, it's a Tuesday, you know? I don't know. I think the FDA has spent a lot of time just taking money from folks, or whoever it is, and they have relaxed all their rules. You did not say me. Like chemicals in the US that are legal here to use on plants, but even like places like the UK and stuff, they can't use them because they're illegal. It's like, so if they're illegal, they're that bad in other countries, why are we allowed to use them? Why are they still using them? Why does the FDA say that's okay to use when it's obviously not okay to use? Dude, you need to choose where the hell you're going. Put on a blinker or something. Generally, we don't refrigerate our eggs. Yeah, like, we refrigerate our eggs, we go through all these precautions, and yet somehow or another people still get sick. What's the point in the precautions if people are just gonna sick from the precaution that you implemented? I don't understand that. He's just gonna turn around and come right back over here, isn't he? If memory serves, in Japan they don't give chickens injections, and all that crap we spray on our crops have new natural tricks. Yeah. It's also because they don't allow chickens to breed out disease, like the bird flu. There is evidence that if they allow the chickens that survive after the bird flu, that their offspring would wind up having an immunity to it. But they won't just keep the ones that live and breed them. Pardon, sir. Whatever you just said about fresh dirt. Supposedly in Canada, that's what the whole thing was with them trying to kill all of those birds. There was a herd that they were doing an experiment on with the bird flu, and a whole bunch of the birds lived afterwards. And there was evidence that there was an immunity in their blood system. And instead of just allowing them to live and continue to have that immunity, they wanted to kill off the entire flock. I think they eventually did wind up killing off the entire flock, so the government won on that one, but plenty of people made a stink about it. I think he's over here. Lesson learned, boil everything. Some places like Japan, they give their cows massages and feed them strawberries. Oh, there's Chaplain, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you, thank you. How you doing today, Chaplain? In a lot of places, there's a lot of people who do... No, I'm gonna go this way. There's a lot of people who do, like, homeopathics for their animals, which is, like, basically... Oh, this way's blocked off. Damn it. They do herbs and stuff that bolster the immune system of their animals rather than giving injections and stuff. Still walking this way. I thought for sure he was going to come back in here. I thought he saw me. Apparently not. Oh, he went that way. Oh. You just scared the hell out of me, dude. Okay. We will go this way. Yeah? There we go. Article by Forbes. Places like the UK encourage better hygienes on farms and birds are vaccinated against salmonella. Well, see that? How did you even get over here, dude? The thing is in some cases, the only reason a bird would catch any kind of problem or whatever is if they're in unsafe or less than ideal circumstances. And places like Tyson, you know, big companies are the ones who've got the money to make sure that the laws are in their benefit. Are you seriously right back over here? Yep, yep, yes. Okay.
Witnesses in section 3. Section 3. Security case.
Did I? Uh-huh. I don't want to go that way either. Don't want to go that way. Dadgummit. Woo! I knew it. Dude is just trying really hard to be illegal is what he's trying to do. Pardon, dude! What? Grab another thing just in case. Oh boy. Will do, will do. we go. Lobbyists by consent? Yeah, they do. I learned from a very early age to put... You keep trash there and take them home and hardly pick up... Yes, the whole environment around the way different cultures are has a whole lot to do with it. I think the US has lost a whole lot of the... What would you call that? The aesthetic of the 1950s? When you look back on it, you think everything's kind of clean, proper. People watched each other, everybody stuck to the social contract a little bit better, that kind of thing. I'm sure it probably wasn't true, it's just that way in the movies. But nowadays, I see articles and I see movies and I see shows and I'm like, what part of what you're doing right now or the thing that you're showing is for the betterment of humanity?
Perfection. Tomorrow's wars will be endless and quiet, and we will win them with silent weapons like you.
Can I tap on the glass now? Don't you normally not tap on the glass for, like, if there's an animal inside the glass? I mean, one of those situations in a vault where we're actually watching the scientists, they just think we're the ones being experimented on. Places in Japan were banning foreign tourists because of the amount of litter they leave around places on the floor. That's not surprising. I mean, just like up and down my road. It's pretty obvious from my yard that I'm a gardener and I take care of a lot of stuff in my yard, but we still have people just drive by and drop their McDonald's outside their window. Ridiculous. Okie dokie. We have relapsed again. That is 17. So... where are we at? I already have all 7 of those unlocked. Is there anything in particular that I would rather have? Jumping and climbing, speed boost, increase running speed? Yeah, let's do that one.
You can handle it. I really do hope you feel better.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. I'll let you know if I have an incident in my underwear. Pockets full of sunshine. Mills!
Remember, you are charismatic. You are driven. You are loved.
Even back in the day when I would visit family, the front door was left unlocked and we could come and go as we pleased, yeah. In our town, people didn't lock their doors, they didn't lock their cars. And now it's getting to where you don't really do that. You actually see people carrying nowadays because things, even in our tiny town, have gotten worse. It used to be every once in a great blue moon you would hear of somebody got drunk on like a Friday night, had a fight with a girlfriend, the girlfriend was hitting on somebody else, and somebody got punched in the face. Maybe once or twice it might have gone to like a knife or something. Things are just way different nowadays. It's ridiculous. Padlock doors, x-ray, master key, headshot, line rig, heel rig. Okay. Can do all of those in that one. That's fine. If I have to use a master key, I need to... Oh, first off, I need to go put my clothes back on. I'm just running around naked. Where's my room?
How you doing?
I hope they're reimbursing me for all the clothes they keep stealing. It's rude. question. It's one of the $1,000 ones, or 1,000 amount ones. I'm not gonna get it, but... Ow, man! I'll just wait and see if it goes on 500 later. I really want those. Those look creepy. Alright, alright. I'll use mine. That's still right, and that's still right. And my rigs are still on the red ones. Yeah. Ugh. What's the solution to culture decline? Harsher penalties. There used to be harsher penalties, but once the penalty for doing things like that was no longer seen as... It's not controlled by society because the societal norm is lower now. And some of that has to do with the fact that for far too long people have gotten away with doing things that are essentially bad for human beings, and it starts at the top. If you can bribe a senator into passing a law that allows you to spray deadly chemicals on food, and those people are supposed to be our leaders and the people who are supposed to represent us, and you can't even get them to act normal, I'm not sure what the rest of us are expecting out of our fellow citizens. They're going to look at the top and say, well, that's messed up, so it doesn't matter what we do. It's got to start somewhere. And I'm not saying necessarily a politician is the best place to start, because politicians are exceptionally similar to prostitutes, and you wouldn't expect them to be the pinnacle of society either, so... Silence the idol. Well, I think I'm gonna go for kill the snitch. Those other two take a long time. And I still have not learned that top area for all of the batteries that we have to do. Probably should spend some time looking into that one. Take out the DAs and the judges? I don't know. It's going to require... I don't even know how to say this because it's a difficult concept, but whenever you have too many years of not a whole heck of a lot going on and people get bored, this kind of decadent lifestyle just tends to happen. And it's not until something big and bad happens that people come together and realize they actually need each other, that working together is preferable, having people around you that can help you when times are bad is preferable to screw you, I'm gonna get mine mentality. And until something bad enough happens that people feel that togetherness. I mean, like, think about the last time the US by itself felt like it was together with the rest of the US was when the Twin Towers happened. People were terrified. And I had a job 10-ish years ago, and they were already talking about what does it matter, it was so long ago. They had already forgotten what it was like. They forgot the terror that people were feeling. They didn't know when the next attack was coming, who the targets were. We didn't know who was causing them. There were theories, but it was a time when the US came together. Now, the result of that wasn't good. There was a lot of wars that happened afterwards, but for that brief moment, the US was together. And I'm saying I would prefer it not ever be something so tragic for the US to come together, but I'm not sure why mankind feels moved more by tragedy and devastation more than just like, I don't know, reading a post and it's someone's beautiful post about how somebody helped somebody at a store whenever they were having a hard time. It's like, that doesn't move people as much as, well, someone just bombed us and let's just continue with that thought. Sadly, that's, I guess, the way human beings operate. I don't know. It's hard to acknowledge the human condition and not get frustrated occasionally. No bail for violent crime? That would start. I think the moment people started feeling really, really bad for... I don't want it taken the wrong way. I understand that in some cases this is not a good thing, and the reason why I say that is because we have ample evidence that the justice system is not flawless. So I would be hard pressed to say that punishment needs to be more severe, because what happens when they get it wrong and you find out 10 years later that someone's been punished in a harsh way for something they didn't do. But at the same time, the people who have actually done something, repetitively done something, I think folks like that just need to be locked up and not let back out, because they've proven extensively that they can't handle being out in society for one reason or another. Now, what that means as far as long-term taking care of them or sticking them in stasis like they did on Demolition Man and teaching them how to knit would be a good idea. I have no idea. I don't know what the solution to that would be, but I can tell you just letting them back out over and over and over again, it's not the way to do it. At some point, the foot has to go down, you know? And there are some crimes that are committed that I think the only logical punishment is for the person to no longer exist. Because there's no way you come back from that and turn into a nice human being. There's something fundamentally wrong somewhere, and that person does not need to be around people. And I don't believe just sticking them on a random island all by themselves is the way to handle it either. Like, some people talking about penal colonies out on islands, making them somebody else's problem, which would be the other people that are on that colony that you send there for whatever, making it their problem instead of humanity's problem just passes the buck onto somebody else. You don't allow a dog to run around that has harmed people, because a dog, after they've hurt a person, are likely to do it again. It's probably the same thing for humans. If anything, it's more so for humans because humans have more understanding of long-term consequences, whereas I don't think a dog does. Pardon, dude. Sorry. I was talking. Hold on, I'll push him in just a second. I just need that guy to stop following me. I'm gonna hide in this fiery crotch right here. You could see a Black Mirror solution? Maybe. Like Australia? Yeah, I don't know all of the history, how everything happened, in what order, years, none of that. I don't know any of the history. It's specifically about Australia. But it was, at one time, according to what we were taught, a penal colony. There were already people on there, and they just dropped all of their worst criminals off there and left them with the native population, and it's like, you just made your biggest problem somebody else's biggest problem. That's not a way to do it. You just don't want to feel bad for doing it yourself. That's the thing. What do they call that? Suicidal empathy? You're going to allow someone who is obviously a huge problem to be somebody else's problem because you can't convince yourself that it's your responsibility to do a thing about it. I think that's probably one of the issues. It's a slightly deep conversation for a Friday, right? I would even go a step further. If you're elected official that you're supposed to be representing people, if you do something that's so egregious, people suffer long-term repercussions of the policies that you made, such as... I don't know if this is true because I actually have no knowledge of how it happened and which company was responsible, but there's a Flint River up north somewhere that was so entirely polluted they could no longer use it, and it was some company that was responsible. If for some reason the owners of that company got away scot-free, if there was a policymaker that was involved in allowing them to do that or allowing them to get away, I think all of them deserve high levels of punishment. Because they allowed that. They were put in a respected position to make strong choices for the people under them, and they chose to line their own pocket, which is 100% against humanity in general, but it's like a betrayal of what you were called in there to do. So, I've got strong opinions on that, but it is what it is. That's what I think. Will it ever happen? Probably not. Between criminals and politicians making bank off of making bad decisions, I think it has to start somewhere, the social decline that's going across the planet, really. It has to start somewhere, but I don't think it's going to be our choice when it starts up, because something bad will happen and then they will start doing it. Instead of it being something we all decide to do collectively. If memory serves, jail in Russia, they keep hardened murderers locked away forever, but lower crimes such as pickpockets, they let them work to prove that they can change. And if they do it again, they are sent to a higher tier of jail from the hardcore murderers and other bad people. That would be a good idea. Police had zero tolerance for deviant behavior. Yes. Cut off the appendage that committed the crime. I mean, there are certain crimes I would be completely okay with them cutting off the appendage that was responsible. The only issue is it comes down to the... If you're going to go for harsher crime, you're going to have to start with the judges. If the judges can be bribed, look the other way because of politics, if there is... In some cases, you find out that there was a personal stake in it for them, they have to be above the law, which means you have to start with a completely impartial judge and a completely impartial jury. In a lot of cases, especially with social media nowadays, you can't really find that anymore. Impartiality is not something that we're accustomed to anymore because we're so used to everything being on the TV now. So everybody's going to make a decision. The footage or information is going to go through filters. If there is a political side to be had on a subject, you will see it through both political filters. You'll probably see the extremes of both sides long before you find out the human element that caused any of the situation to begin with. And people will judge that according to their politics nowadays, especially because everybody's so divided. That you'll never actually get the true story of why and how things happen because of those lenses. I don't know, would it be easier to start with, like, media? You know how media used to not have a side, it just told you the story? Maybe that would help? I cannot believe you screamed because I was pushing some buttons. You are overly sensitive, my dude. Russia's been recruiting a lot of convicted prisoners to the army. I prove that's wrong, Coil. She definitely purged for me. Yeah, you're not touching me, dude. I never said I was innocent.
I'm feeling a need to protect and to serve.
Okay. Feeling the need to find a battery so I can see. No, I'm not, actually. I'm trying to sneak my way to the back area to see whether or not the door's back here. That's what I was actually trying to do.
Not abide this corruption.
Yeah, exactly. Why the hell? There's a whole lot of crazy happening on this side. That's the door I actually need to go in. He's right behind me. Hey!
I'm in
Thank you, Hugh and Richie. Here in the 30s and 50s, maybe a local prison on the day of execution? Oh, it is down here, by the way. I have no idea what year they stopped doing that. I'm not sure that it should be a spectacle. I don't think the ending of anybody's life should ever be celebrated, but there are certain folks that have an inability to be human.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yes, exactly. Your stepdad had to go into the army instead of jail? See, they used to actually make those kinds of choices. It's like if it's a low-level crime or something and you actually want to fix your life, it used to be... Well, there's a lot of folks nowadays that say that you can't blame people for the crime that they committed because they came from this kind of poverty class or something like that. And it's like, well, no, because other people in the same situation didn't choose to steal. This was still a choice. So maybe if we give them something that will not only get them out of the situation that they're in, thereby taking care of the people who have empathy for them, but secondly, it teaches them something that might be of use, so when they come out or they do whatever, then, you know, they actually have something that they can go into and rely on. I don't know. In some cases, teaching somebody a skill or something like that will get them out of the situation. But I think in some cases, they need to be relocated. Like, say, for instance, you're in a bad area in Chicago and you grew up on the bad side of town and everybody in that side of the town is in a gang. And you somehow or another get caught poaching someone's pocketbook or something like that. If you just take them to jail and have them go through their stuff, even if they learn a trade or whatever, whenever they come out, first off, they've got the stigma of having been in jail, obviously. But then they're also going to be pulled back into the same position that got them where they were at to begin with, is being in an area where the gang exists. Obviously, the gang should probably be taken care of. But aside from that, if you take the child and put them, not child, young adult, you put them on the other side of the country where there's no temptation to become part of that group again, maybe that would help too? Well. These many-tiered problems with the world are very, very hard to deal with. Hold on, I can't use this, right? Yeah. We'll take that. Take that. And 90% of what we're dealing with right now is just a degradation that happens when people get too used to things. The world not being about survival. When you're worried about surviving, wondering where your next meal is going to come from, having to go outside in your yard to work to make sure you could feed your family, having jobs that actually physically exhaust you. We have so many people that just like sit behind a computer all day. And they've got way too much energy. And on top of that, you have a world where it's like, well, we really don't care if you have the ability to buy a house later. Good luck. You're on your own. All of those things coalesce. This kind of social degradation is just, it's a thing that's going to happen. It's 100% just going to happen. Okay, Master Key is done. How do you fix it? I have no idea. Have we ever had a time where something like this has been done before? What was the cure for it before? Sadly, the only thing that I can think of is Sodom and Gomorrah. Those are not pleasant thoughts. I would prefer it be done a different way, you know? Way, way different way. Hugely different way. Public executions in the United States effectively ended 1830s and 1960s. Island close to Hawaii, cleaning up where they had tested bombs at. Too much wealth is concentrated, cure before war. Yeah, I think it's the... It's not that there hasn't been war, but it's like the entire world gets to sit there and tell you how you get to play your war chess. Like, picture two countries sitting at a chess table, and the rest of the world gets to dictate to them how their war can happen, given the fact that now war is so visible. People talk about it. They're allowed to stick their nose in it. Which I guess in some ways is fine because it stopped more world wars from happening, but it also means that the wars last way longer than they ever would have. Instead of establishing, like, winner and loser, it depends on whose side is on whose side as to who's gonna win, and the, where did he go? How do you even say that? It's like, in media, you're pushed to believe one side or the other side, and even in countries where the war is not even going on, there's constant propaganda about whose side you should believe and who should be at fault, and when in reality, in a lot of cases, it should be none of our business. If two other countries are at war with each other, let them fight it out, let them duke it out. Actually, better idea, if we want to be civilized about it, get the leaders of both of those countries, and let them duke it out. You know? I'm pretty sure that would never happen, though they could definitely sell tickets. There would be a Black Mirror episode. Two countries start into a fight. They're not even allowed to back out because they can't send other people to fight for them. They actually have to get in the ring and box each other or something. Would sell so many tickets. And then every country just, like, abides by whatever happened in there. It's like, this guy wins, that means that country wins, means that we do the thing that you guys were fighting over, and they just both handshake agree to, this is how we're gonna deal with it. Seems very simplistic. I don't think it would ever work that way. Alright, where's Blind Dude? I've been down in here in the basement goofing off long enough. Way over there so I can do the generator. Jenny does not always purr for you. Aw. Intensive just means we're eventually going to dump a Jaeger in your pocket. Thanks. Let's go back here. I need another battery. I guess it would force countries to pick their leaders a little bit differently, wouldn't it? Oh, let's not get stuck in here. You'd literally have to pick a leader that you wouldn't mind having box against the other leaders. Don't shut the door in your own face. Why are you doing that? It would also probably make it to where people didn't want to be leaders unless they were absolutely gargantuan. Can you imagine? It's like, by signing this contract, you're our leader, but that also means you gotta get in there and fist fight people. Oh boy. I guess we're taking Jaeger for a walk before I can get out of the basement. We'll stay in here so I can not use up my battery waiting. I still want to know who's talking to her. It sounds like a guy's voice. Reckon Easterman's talking to her? I think the only problem with that would be is in most cases you would wind up with a whole lot of warlords instead of presidents. Or it'd be like the gladiators or something like that. I don't know. Well, I do think that they would have to stop choosing the American president as someone who could also go into a nursing home. It would have to be a younger person, obviously. Now, can I get this thing lit? Where's blind dude? There we go. Oh, there he is. Can I bring him over here away from that? Hello! Come over here! Get away from the door! Where did he go? Did you seriously just teleport? Okay, I thought he teleported over here. No, it's Rockstar that's over here now. Awesome. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, nursing homes, 80-year-old, yeah.
God damn it, they're gonna get out! You got any ideas what you just fucking did?
Honestly, I have no idea how we would fix, like, the social stuff or how wars should be fought, what they should even look like nowadays. I just know right now we're not going in the right direction. That's really all I got. Oh, I do think it would be funny is if you got several countries that are like arguing with each other and bickering and other countries want to join in, then they also have to join in the wrestling match and they have to tag in with each other. I'm telling you, tickets would sell. Sorry, dude. My brick slipped. She said the thing! She's got a condition. I will take... Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use it. Tag team match. In the octagon, no holds bars. People can bring in like chairs and ladders. Wind up with a whole lot of presidents and leaders with cauliflower ear. That'd be so messed up. I'm not sure if I would want to see them in spandex, though. Can we just, like, forego the spandex? We could do masks, but no spandex? Take away getting rich off being elected. The problem is they've allowed it to go on so long they're already rich and they won't vote themselves into not being able to get rich again. Blah! Ow, 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 ow. Dude. They're also not going to vote themselves in term limits either. As far as, like, the US goes, one of our biggest issues is, like, the term limits. And the fact that they don't have any.
Hey, can't go too fucking minutes.
He's going to come over here, isn't he?
Give me what I paid for.
There we go. Oh, Biden and spandex? Yeah, any of them spandex. I can't think of a single ruler of any country right now that I'd like to see in spandex. You could also get like the Ric Flair outfits, the big leather jackets with the dangly things. And they have to have their own song, you know? Put on a show, entertain for the masses. We would just wind up with a whole lot of people who were in charge who weren't actually in charge. They'd just be the face of the person who was in charge of the whatever, you know? Really would be like, during the lords and ladies times, their, what they call them, their champion or something like that? Crown. We could go a step further and do it for the people in Congress too. They have to actually battle each other if they want their stuff passed. You want money for your whatever it is you want it for? Okay, you gotta wrestle with these people who don't want you to have it. Do I get to make money off the wrestling match? No. Other people can vote on it. Other people can vote on it. Let people gamble on it, you know? Oh, I was so afraid that that one right there was going to be trapped. Oh, this is actually the one that I need. Let's give 2 seconds. I think he might follow me in here. Spandex is good for neuropathy swelling, which is a boomer thing. I'm still not sure if I would want to see that. Spandex with somebody who's got like a nice muscular booty is one thing. We're talking about spandex on people who don't actually have booties anymore. In which case they're probably just gonna have to wear like suspenders on their spandex to hold the spandex up. If that was the case, then which one would be like...
Hey, there you are.
I'm trying to think of some of the older ones. I watched it way, way back in the day when like Scorpio and Ric Flair and what was the guy that had the puppet? He passed. I've forgotten his name. I know somebody knows who I'm talking about. Had the little sock puppet. Always dressed in flannel. Sounds like a Hunger Games situation? Yeah, probably. What was that dude's name? Changed my lookout on spandex? Yeah. Spandex would be fine if they're actually getting people to fight for them, but if those old dudes are actually getting in there with no booties trying to hold up the spandex, things are... There might be a situation where someone loses their britches on stage. I'm not sure we will ever financially recover from that, you know? Then there's gonna be like a whole... There'll be a whole station full of nothing but bloopers. You know, like they got really overheated and had to sit out and drink their orange juice and chew on some tapioca pudding or something like that. And some dude whose suspenders popped, smacked somebody else in the face, and they lost their underwear. They're just standing there butt naked in the middle of the ring. Ew. It happened. Can't keep spandex on a booty like that, otherwise you're talking about some serious You will see every single crevice. I don't think you want to see every single crevice on an 80-year-old man. Okay. He lives here, guys. I do not see a body in here. If we're gonna go that far, that means the female leaders have to mud wrestle each other, right? Jello wrestle. Like Nancy Pelosi and AOC Jello wrestling each other? Could you imagine? That probably would sell tickets. I would definitely sell tickets. Alright, where's more corpses? Oh, there's one I'm looking for. Fight in the mud with rubber chickens? Only if it's like one of those rubber chickens that makes noises whenever you dangle in the head of it, that makes like that quacking noise or whatever. So every time they smack each other, it makes the noise. Oh yeah. Tickets would get sold. And then, if you have a rich politician, you know they got it honestly, because they had to fight for that money. Where's all the bodies? Nancy versus AOC, you'd buy that one for $1? I don't know, I'd probably spend $5 and maybe buy some popcorn from the place. At least. Especially if it's good popcorn. You gotta have that good butter popcorn. Mick Foley? Was that his name? Sounds familiar. Yeah, that would probably do it. That'd probably do it. I've got to be sitting in an antline or something like that on my floor that I can't see. FYI, Jawoodle just posted an update on the situation. A good listen. Further backs up Liz already told us. Okay. It's a video, not a post, though, right? Because so far as I know, he hadn't made an official post about anything that had happened. Which is more or less frustrating because we didn't have official information from either end. You'll put it in Discord? Okay, thank you. I'm sitting here thinking I need to go back down to the basement to go and get, one of the tall meds before I try doing this last part. Might be a good idea. Let's go do that. Unless I can find something local. He posted on Patreon? Oh. Nancy versus AOC, commented by Joe Rogan, Prime Video. Holy crap, could you imagine? I'm not sure. Joe Rogan would be a great commentator, but I'm like old school. I want Samuel L. Jackson to do the commentary. Alright, let's go down here and get one of these big meds, hopefully. It's a tiny med. I want a big med. Before we go trying to do the last part of it, because I still have to do the blood extractors as well. I don't think that dude's still out. I think once you leave this area, most of the people leave. Okay, we got that, and... guess I'll give up one of the bricks. Yeah. Pardon, dude? Okay, maybe not. He's still down here. Thank you, Hyun. Thank you. I appreciate it. Stamina. Thank you. Alright, I've just got to get over there and put the key in the first one. Stuck in a nowhere.
I'll do anything you want. Just get me out of here.
Anything that I want?
You know you can.
A huge fan of Sundays without pineapple. Come on over here, dude. Come on, I need you out of that area. Now you stay over here.
Oh, please. No. Okay. Don't go to the street. Help me! Somebody help me!
Can we just slap him upside the head so he'll be quiet? We can do this a bit quieter.
Oh, fuck.
Ass, dude. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. Always, dude. Always. It's part of the fun. He got back a whole lot faster than I expected him to. Okay. Is the giant just gonna sit there? Giant's just gonna stand there.
He ain't done! Not by a long shot!
Okay. She fell on her keys, guys. She has keys. got a tingling where? They make a cream for that, dude. Sorry. Okie dokie. Would really much prefer it if that giant would stay over there instead of come over here.
Don't worry. Here I come.
Okay. Too late. He wants a snack, guys. He wants a snack. Oh. How did you see me? Those all like fried chicken. Somebody's hungry. That's what it is. He's hangry. It's not even me, it's him. He's just hangry. Okay. I'll do the blood extractors now. Preferably over here somewhere where dumb folks are not. Thank you, Ewan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, of course you just threw somebody out over here for no reason. Where else did I see one? She can't. She just can't. What can't she? No clue. She just can't. Cockroaches. Am I not playing fair? I pretty much think I am. Right? Am I playing fair, guys? You guys tell me. I'm playing fair. How the hell? Why? Why are you still in here, dude? I was wanting to use that blood thing, but apparently not. Okay. Okay. I'll go to this one. Oh, I bully Gooseberry? I wouldn't call it fair? I was just exercising Gooseberry. You can't blame me for that. Do you not regularly exercise your Gooseberry? I usually ask her out after work. Uh-huh. There we go. There we go. Being over dramatic again. End scene already, lady. Thank you. Do you at least let her get dressed first? Oh, wow, wow. That's a twist. Zombies, like, I take my work home with me.
Oh, naughty!
Yeah, exactly.
Those tiny mistakes, like the crackler on the surface of a vermeer, only highlighting your beauty. You grow stronger every day.
Medusa kills all. Okay. Replicant, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're here. Nice. Which one did I do? Yep. That's a lot of other rigs that I don't currently have open right now. I mean, I have them open, but they're on their lowest level. I just rebirthed. Dentist drill. If I said you know the movie Teeth, would you get the reference? Uh-oh. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'm gonna grab me another drink. We shall be back. Praise be to chair. Uh-oh. Chair worship has been gone. I left for 2 seconds. Chair worship has followed. Chair worship has followed. My brain just did the look at one thing and say that whenever I was saying something else. The chair worship has begun, and I looked down at the replicant who followed me. I was trying to see whether or not there was any follows while I was gone. How the brain works sometimes. Hi, Richie.
Hello? Hey there.
Am I in the Discord, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure.
Sleep, and you will learn.
Baba Gus wants to arm wrestle you. Hmm.
Who's the person you want inside of you?
Dang it. It's very close. Very close.
You are beautiful. You are deserving of our love.
I have a feeling I'm going to be taking a nap most of the weekend. I was really kind of hoping to get some other stuff done. And I think a nap is probably the best idea. Um... Yes.
What you deserve.
I wonder if there's going to be another one of these after this one finishes, because we've technically got this until, like, August. You know? August 15th? I wonder if they're going to reset that halfway through so we can earn more stuff. What am I saying? It's kind of funny. I'm sitting here looking at my chat on the chat screen. I don't know if this is watch time or check-ins or what, but Brett is on here twice. Having problems with your microphone? No problemo. What is this for? Oh, it's clips. All-time top clips. Alright. There you got second and third place, Brett. That's crazy.
Scapegoats to open the gates.
As it should be, Brett's worth two people. Yes, very true, very true. It's odd given what I played on this channel, but my highest view clip is actually from Minecraft. It's weird. For some reason you can't hear me in Discord. Did it? Hang on, it might have reassigned. We did update Windows yesterday, which means it reassigned. Okay, can I hear you now?
Test, one, two.
There we go, there we go. I didn't even think about it. Every time Windows updates, it reassigns all of my stuff for no reason.
Alrighty, now we can chat. Hello all.
A wild Richie appears? Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead and take this. My voice is already like, yeah, but what if we don't? Which is weird, because I haven't even recorded a whole bunch of videos this week. It's just done.
Security gates will be closed until all witnesses are eliminated.
Uh-oh. Zombies out there pushing buttons. I think there might be a fight going on in chat about who's got controls and who's allowed to push them. I'm not sure if using teeth are okay during those types of fights. Do we have rules for these? I really think we should do the no sand. in the eyes type of thing. So I'm not sure about biting. Is biting allowed? Hmm. So close. I'd say it's not fair play. I don't have enough teeth to fight back anymore. Oh no. No. I mean, that's a legit argument right there. If I don't have enough teeth to fight back, then you should not be allowed to use teeth. All fair and proper sacrificing of the Richie. Oh, good grief.
Witnesses in Section 1 eliminated. Section 1 security gates opening.
Fair, well said. Oh no, dude, I'm scratching my arm. Dadgummit.
It's just a little tweak.
You're pushing all the buttons because now I'm not alone? Oh, really?
Are you facing me?
I can see you're not John Cena.
Hold it right there.
Oh, he's like really close. I don't know which way he's facing. Oh. It's the family-friendly sacrifice, Richie. Oh, is that what it does? COVID killed my health. Caught it 5 times since 2020. Lost over a dozen teeth due to an illness.
Brutal.
Jeez, good grief. I'm not even sure how that's possible. That's crazy.
Okay, 4.
Set us off. What the hell?
Not in here.
There's one lady that I know of, whenever she caught COVID back in 2020, she had it pretty bad, and she still had, to this day, has not regained her ability to taste food properly again. Mind equals blown.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, hang on a second. That was that was a funny.
I think we
glitch.
should
I
commission
just had a
Brett to
fake
create...
Try to stab me and glitch out.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was crouching at the time, So the knife just sort of flew over my head.
Oh, good lord. We need to commission Brett to create a Richie the Meat Shield song. I believe a different strain really did a number on human society. Yeah, there have been lasting effects. I would assume slightly different versions, because that's what they were doing, is they were creating different versions, and somehow or another, that's just what happened. I've got two over here. He's in the center somewhere of the library. Oh, bye, please. There we go. Grandmother and your brother got COVID, and you with the weakened immune system, you didn't get it. That is crazy. Maybe the thing that they caught was actually a variant you already had, so therefore you were immune to that one.
Right?
He might be in that little square area that he likes to go into.
Oh. I'm here with four. Oh, never mind, found him.
Not letting you smack me in the head, dude. We're at 3 already. He's back over here somewhere. Two going this way. Office area, maybe?
I'm only trying to help.
He's only ever trying to help, guys. He's the most helpful of all of the X-Pop.
Right?
I hear an imposter.
Library reception 4.
Had to come this way, huh?
Okay, he is super close, but I'm not sure where.
COVID's like Pokemon these days, gotta catch them all. Yeah, that's probably true. I was reading chat, dude! Come over here and be an opportunistic bug. Part of a group of people who's first in line whenever it's a new round of flu shots and COVID shots are available, causing my weakened immune system. It's the only thing that makes sense is if you've got like a weakened immune system and you manage to not catch something other people have, it's probably because your body's already immune to that particular strain.
Got him.
Nice. There was one time Bam came home sick, and I can tell when he's sick because he just sleeps. Normally, dude gets like 3 to 4 hours of sleep and he is going like he's had like 5,000 milligrams of caffeine. I don't know how the hell he does it. So if he's sleeping, it means he feels bad. He came home one time feeling very, very sick. He slept 17 hours. Not even a joke, 17 hours. And I was like, oh my god, if that knocked him out for 17 hours, what is it going to do to me? Because he catches things, mutates it in his body, and then gives me a stronger variant. Thankfully this time, whatever it was he had, I didn't get it. Just gonna count myself lucky there.
Right? Oh, sorry.
Look. X-Pop, right there.
Hmm.
Now I dropped to 3.
Got COVID and slept for 3 days? I remember when I had COVID, I thought it was just the flu because it was back before they even knew that COVID was a thing. You know, to call it differently, it felt like the flu. Basically. But stronger pain than usual. But ever since then, the versions that I've gotten a couple that made me feel sick. I don't even know if it was COVID. I don't go and get tested or get shots or anything else like that. I just let my body go through it. And then I'm usually down for a couple of days, then I'll be alright. But I have to say, none of them have been the same as the first one. Get off of me, lady. You didn't see me. You did not see me. You did not see all of the stuff that just happened. 100% did not see all of that. Wow! Rude. Did you just laugh, you a-hole? Ow! Dude is actually legit trying to knock my butt out. Can't blame him. I'm trying to explode his noggin. There's one strain that presents like food poisoning? Hmm.
Oh, apparently I'm right by him. And of
I
course,
have no
it's
idea.
Stabby Dude.
I think my biggest confusion is it just seems like it was added to that
Dang
list
it.
of things that they do every single year.
Stabby Dude triggered him.
Uh-oh. It used to be every single year whenever I would go to the doctor. For anything random, they would always ask me, have you had the flu shot? Have you had the flu shot? Have you had the flu shot? Now it's, have you had the COVID shot? And it's like, you're not gonna ask me about the flu one anymore? What's going on here? I think he might be back on the sun again. I got 4 over here. Got him. Did you seriously just do the thing that you just did? Yes, yes, he did. So rude. Yet again, admittedly, I am trying to explode his noggin, but he has no right.
4.
Yeah, possibly, given I'm running around with like a 90 bar of health.
5. Oh, there he is.
Good grief.
Flat.
Archie, you got someone following you.
Radio.
This could come in handy.
He's still following you. He has stopped now. Fragrant? What you trying to say, dude? Guess that's another way you could say I smell you. Given the fact that we as reagents, I have
That was
not
one
once
there.
seen a
Nice.
chance of going to a shower. I'm not sure how often our characters get a chance to shower.
Evacuate the trial immediately.
Wasn't paying enough attention to the blood samples.
It is okay. There we go. It's funny, the day COVID lockdown happened, my doctor had told me I have a form of extremely rare bladder bacteria. It's incurable, and I was like, wow, crap. Rare bladder bacteria. Huh. I mean, someone saying something like that is incurable, saying like, can't you just make it a hostile environment for the bacteria? Because a lot of bacterias, they need like a special set of circumstances to survive or thrive. I mean, even if you can't completely get rid of it, you can make it to where it can't replicate or whatever bacteria does as fast. Like, maybe more acidic foods or something like that. I don't know. Origin story, that's how they know it was a zombie. Yeah, exactly. We have the zombie origin story now. That's kind of messed up. That's messed up. That's great.
Excellent work. They say you hurt the ones you love. I hope you know it works the other way too.
I guess we know what created zombie virus. It was a bacteria, right? $28. I wish we could click on this and actually see what it looks like. You know? Yogo Monster.
Freedom is waiting for you.
Oh, I need to go spend some of my stuff. Hang on. Always hit that pharmacy first.
Let's make you better. That'll put some hair on your chest. You may
I'm a chick. I hope this does not put hair on my chest, or we're gonna fight. Lady, I will clear this desk and come after you.
have to take care of your heart. It's my second favorite organ.
Second favorite organ? What's your first?
Things may affect your dreams. Now they'll respect you. Come back soon.
Who's the person you want inside of you?
Oh, Liz, I did a whole bunch of the blood stuff in my room if you're interested in having a look-see.
Okay. Oh. Whole human blood. So can you get skim blood or 2% blood, or how's this work? Oh, that's a broken collarbone. Those things suck. Anne broke his collarbone ages ago and they put a metal plate over the top of it. I would not wish that on nobody. See, these guys have got the outfit. Lork and Lork. Really creepy. This is literally the same dude twice. What is going on? Okay. This is what therapy is for whenever you're seeing two of the same thing, right? Anyone playing
And since
tonight?
it's
I would like to
creepy.
play tonight. Yeah. one looks cool too. Monkey see, monkey do? I guess so. Student nurse?
Obedience facilitates autonomy.
Red Barrels is just so ridiculous. Look at all the detail on this outfit. I mean, you can see the lace. They are so ridiculous. It's great. Okay.
You don't ask why. You ask
Anime about a guy who gets a zombie girlfriend? Uh-oh.
The trial is ready for subjects. Please proceed to the shop.
Are you gonna be around to play, Reaper?
I'm gonna try to be awake. It just sort of depends tonight on if when I fall asleep.
You are not your child.
Just got back. Your parents are back. You had to go shopping as you have no food. And so how goes the trials? The trials are going pretty good. Trials are going. You have to go pick up your bike after work? You should be back. Alright. I will try to be awake for that time period. It just depends on whether or not the caffeine holds, I guess. Like I said yesterday, I went to bed at like 9 something.
Yeah, I'm sort of the same in that it's kind of like pretty late when you normally start. It's sort of, it can be anywhere between kind of like midnight and 1 in the morning. So it really just sort of depends on if I'm awake or not. You know?
How chill at dinner treats me. Your Carolina Reapers on this one? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Carolina Reapers and dinner. Okie dokie.
Yep. Sounds spicy.
targets remaining.
The theme park where I most commonly get lost.
Hey buddy, you look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Just seeing the thumbnail for Woodle's latest video, that is not good. What? Now got me curious, I have to look now. Oh. Damn. Okay. I hope I didn't make anything more complicated by making the video that I did. I did warn him, and he never asked me to take it down or anything, so I just left it where it was at. Am I hearing that back here? Where am I hearing that? They're taking no accountability for their actions at all? Well, it's not even... Okay, I understand if there was like a legit concern that they were having, and it's basically a consensus with every single person in my chat, aside from, you know, the few dick suckers that are like, The Fun Pimps are well within their rights. This has been a crime, and I'm like, you fundamentally do not understand what the conversation is. You're calling this a crime. Secondly, it's not whether or not they can do it, or if they have a right to do it. Where was that? I was sitting there looking all over the place. Where was it?
It was above this pipe.
Oh, I didn't even look up that far. Okay, okay. So it's a matter of why would you do it? If it's already things that you're going to release, that everybody knows you're going to release, it's been talked about 100 times, why should you care? Could they?
It's
yes.
shiny! It's shiny! It's shiny!
They got the video taken down and then released the build with the chicken coop, so why bother? Yes, exactly. I don't... And here's what people inside the comment section are thinking, and it's the only thing that makes sense to me, is one part or another part of it they were planning on selling. Whether it was the chicken coop they were planning on selling as a DLC, or they're planning on selling the raiders. And the only way they can do that without it being seen as they took something out of the game to put back into the game and selling it, again, is to take down the proof that it was already in the game. And from what I heard, apparently there is a precedence for this with Behavior Interactive. Like they've done this before. Oh, there it is. You know I'm looking over here, don't you? Gotcha. Ooh. Bandit DLC added more of a challenge to your game for only $24.99? Yeah. Like some say, bad attention is always good attention. No, it's really not. Not when the bad attention is focused on a company that's already got a bad rep. I mean, despite what people think of my content and the things that I have said, I want the game to succeed. I give two craps less about the Fun Pimps, but I want the game to succeed, and them doing stuff like this makes me feel like the only way they're going to succeed is if they find a completely brand new audience, which I think is actually the intention. They don't care now about the older audience. The older audience wants things that they were promised. The newer audience doesn't know that they are missing things that were promised. They just want the content. Good God, that's fast, dude. There we go. Gooseberry's right behind you. So is the giant. And either way, it's not like the Fun Pimps are free of bad choices. The legal suit that they went through with one of the artists, where they hadn't paid the artist in a long time, that legal suit that happened. And apparently there was one I didn't even know about. The video that was made on it was from 12 years ago. Apparently the Fun Pimps possibly, I say possibly because I don't know how far it went. As far as legal stuff, as far as I know, they rectified it without ever getting any sort of legal involved, but one of their original zombies designs was stolen from Killing Floor or something like that, one of the original zombie designs. Somebody, from what they understand, somebody ripped the design, put it up on Unreal or whatever, and sold it, and the Fun Pimps bought it and put it into their game. Which would have been fine if it was an authentic, you know, design, but they kept trying to get in touch with the Fun Pimps, and the Fun Pimps would never respond. And at some point, someone finally did respond, but they had to slowly take the footage down, re-edit the footage, and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's not like crap does not happen in the industry and that they haven't been a part of it. They're just choosing to make it a bigger deal than it has to be, you know? I thought they sold it. Am I wrong? They sold it to Behavior Interactive, but they are still the group working on it. Someone's like, well, Behavior Interactive is a bigger group and they're going to say something and do something, and it's like, yeah, from what I understand, Tigress is a bigger fan of Dead by Daylight, and apparently they have a creator program over there as well, and apparently there was something that happened a couple of years ago with footage being leaked by one of their content creators, and they went after him. And I was like, yeah, okay, but supposedly the Fun Pimps retained their ability to work on it and to do things with it, so wouldn't they be able to say, we don't want to do that, that's going to be bad press if we go after him? Is there any proof that they did in fact do that? Did they attempt to stop Behavior Interactive? Is this on Behavior Interactive? Is this actually on the Fun Pimps? The issue is nobody's talking, so everybody can only speculate. How many have we got? There's that one. Where's the other one? On the other side. Okay, there. Okay.
Gooseberry saw you.
Awesome. There's one over here somewhere. I hear it. Oh, there it is.
And gas dude is around as well.
Oh my goodness. Gas dude, please don't. Now is not a good time. Oh my god, I got sandwiched by 3 people! Oh no, now her boobs. Now her boobs are in my way. Her boobs are in my way. Help! Holy. There is a bit too much attention going on inside that room. Jeez. That's not what I need. I need a health.
Here's that one.
Damn. Come on, game. Be useful here. Daggum. What you doing? I hate to see it. 7 days is a good day and we want to enjoy it. Usually gotta pay double for that kind of action yeah, exactly. Exactly. There was a whole Liz sandwich going on and there was a lot of meat involved. Most of it from Gooseberry. Okay, I do have to do my blood stuff. I thought I saw one in here a second ago. I was hallucinating? Stings a little? What's he talking about? Okay. This is pooping out a whole lot of people over here. I'm gonna go over here and see if I can find one. There's one. Uh-oh. Okay. There's one. Careful, Rockstar popped out over here somewhere. Oh, there's a health thing. Let me get that. There we go.
Oh, hello, Rockstar.
How did you see me through those obviously see-through spikes? Damn, he's got an arm. I really need to get to that thing that's back behind you, dude. She is? There we go. Screw it, let's make our own open world zombie game with blackjack and hookers. Okay, okay. You're a fighter crew chief? I didn't make it out of basic, but it was I was going into counterintelligence. I came back home because my daughter wasn't being taken care of. Anyway. I think we're good to go to the end of it, yes? Ugh. Learning a bit of game creation is on my list to do. I've been watching some videos you've recommended before. Sorry to bring it up. I knew you were Air Force and I was Army. My mom was Army, my dad was Army, my brother was Navy, and my grandfather was Navy. So far, nobody in the family has gone into the Air Force. Not sure why. And, one of my husband's sons, he is in the Army Reserve now.
Dang it.
And we've still got 2 more we've got to find.
I'm on my butt.
Uh-oh.
What? In a little bit. In the middle. Right now. Okay.
I'm dying.
Oh, there we go.
That'll heal.
Hooker zombies? Yeah, someone was saying they should definitely make a pimp zombie if they're going to be the fun pimps, and I was like, they can only do that if they bring back the hooker zombie. It's the only time it would make sense. It would be absolutely hilarious if they did a duo like that. I know I'm speaking way outside of the design that they could actually do, but if they had a pimp zombie that had a cane that it walked around with, and its hooker was on a chain, and if you got close enough to him, he'd unleash her and she'd come after you, that would be so great. Is he behind me? He's behind us. He definitely saw me. No! Pardon, lady. Dadgummit. Did we shut the
Holy
door
crap,
like I
there's a whole
tried
lot of
to?
bad here.
Good grief. Did we shut the door? I definitely hit the button about 3 times to shut that door. I'm just gonna stare at it. Alright.
Rockstar just walked right past me.
Hold on, just stay where you are.
Okay.
I think I can get over there easily. Yeah.
You're gonna be alright.
Now, where the heck is this missing little dude? The joke mod had politicians. That's true. That's very true. But they made her into like a, I call her Marilyn. I mean, she's wearing a skimpy dress, but she's like a cocktail waitress, you know? Oh, oh. Right?
you pay, I swear to God!
What the heck is this little dude at? Don't hear it or nothing. Maybe it's actually that way. We keep coming back this way. It might be on the other side over there. I don't hear it over here. Oh, there it is. They're gonna need to raise the walls on the trader compounds on how the zombies can stack on top of each other and block it. Especially since they gave people the ability to turn off the need for the trader to close. They're gonna have to figure out a way to counteract that. They can't have people doing that, you know? Definitely. Can I please go over here and look, for God's sakes? It's taken care of. You want installed in August and haven't played? I keep thinking at some point I'm just gonna walk away from the game, but at the same time I'm like... There it goes. That's kind of what they want people to do. The old crowd that were playing it before, they want them to stop playing the game and expecting what was promised in the game. If people stop with their expectations and they can just deliver whatever they want to instead of what they promised, then they're getting their way. And while I think they should have some liberties to continue evolving the game if that's what they want to do, but it doesn't need to be like this back and forth against the fandom development, which is what it's been. Ooh. Okay. PC has a chicken coop but not console. It's because it's an experimental. They don't push the experimentals out to the consoles. Do you have time to make a list, Gooseberry? What's wrong with you? You got a piece of paper? It's a long list. There's a lot of things wrong.
There's one.
2 targets remaining. 1 target remaining.
Away! Dang gummit. Oh no,
go.
scary door.
Please proceed.
There we go. Was I gonna go for counter-tele? I didn't make it that far. I literally didn't make it through basics. Let me out! Let me out! Kind of weird that you only need one witness to prove a murder, but you need two to get married. Do you? Does it make you feel better that you don't necessarily have to prove motive? Some cases that might be a good idea.
You're the engine of the future. I fill you with pain and humiliation, and you burn with obedience and prosperity.
Every day is tomorrow.
Every day is tomorrow.
What are you, a fortune cookie?
How can we improve? If you notice
Cookies.
yourself feeling more than
Could go for
a
some
little
cookies.
panic, do let me know.
I do have sweets in there that I think I'm gonna eat them later when we're playing. So
Nice.
PG? PG? Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, I think we are going to call it here. And yeah, I got a video to watch. Not sure if I'm gonna make another video off of stuff that I learned. You never know. Just depends on how saucy I feel. You guys, I know typically I do feel saucy. When I feel sassy and saucy about something, I gotta talk about it. So, who knows? All right. I will see everybody Wednesday for our streams. We're gonna pick up and do.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty.
I've got
Why don't
two.
you get hydrated?
Oh, thank you. I've got two more biomes that I need to do for the map, so I can go and get that series of videos taken care of. And I'm not sure if we're gonna do that Wednesday. Go ahead and go to both of them. Someone is crouching. Yeah, it's Richie. It was Richie. So
Playing peekaboo.
I might go ahead, because we're going to be opening up another server. I might go ahead and go get those last two biomes out of the way so I can get those videos edited and put up on the channel. I haven't decided as far as, yeah?
Fair warning, if you do Fallout this week, the new emote, the music that goes with it is copyright, and people have been getting kicked in the nuts with it.
I just got to turn the music off in that game. Just plain out turn the music off. I probably will be doing Phasmo though next week instead of Fallout, just because Phasmo has a remake on a map and a new ghost, and I still never even learned the other things about the other ghost that just came out, so we might pick that up. The shimmy dance? Yeah.
Yeah, the shimmy dance. That's as soon as that came out, people were getting copyright.
You ran out of Legos to build the new server? Uh-oh. Well, that will give us, I don't know if we've got 2 weeks before the next server will be okay, or if we've only got 1 week, so I'm willing to push both of those biomes into the same one. It might mean that's a slightly longer stream because of that. But I do want to get those videos edited, and they're like 3 hours a piece, but I want to get those edited and put up. Because I'm not going to say I'm going to stop playing 7 days. I don't see me doing that. I've invested too much time in it, and I guess it's the spent money fallacy. It's like if you spend a whole lot of time in a game.
Fallacy.
Yeah. So if I just walk away from it, I basically wasted 4,000 hours of my life if I just completely give up on it. And I'm not sure I'm really to say it's over. So I may still invest time into it. I'm not as married to it, I guess. I need to start looking for something more. Something where I feel optimistic about where it's going. Because right now I don't feel optimistic about that one. And after playing, like, Surrounded and having as much fun as I did in that game, just by the end of it, I had enjoyed my time in there. I had no problems with the developers. There was no drama going on. It was such a refreshing thing to finish a full playthrough, enjoy my playthrough, and no drama came along with it, you know? So, I don't know. We'll see. I don't see me completely walking away from the game, but I might make it to where it's like we drop in, check it out every now and then, and talk about updates and news, but I might pull back away from it until I can see some positive changes going on. And I can tell you what, I'm just going to go ahead and admit, if they try to sell something that they promised in the game to people again, I probably will simply drop it. I hate to be that way because I know a lot of people only watch because I play that game. And I hate to lose folks, but it's like being in a bad relationship and breaking up and dating the same person again. It's just a bad idea. They're just going to keep doing it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be straight with you. They're under behavior. It's anything that they think they can monetize, they're probably going to.
Yeah.
So, to be honest with you, in that you see those old promises that they made, there's a very high chance they're going to monetize them now because behavior are going to turn around and say that's part of your mandate.
Yeah.
So, to be honest with you, in that, I don't think the monetization is going to be a case of if. I think it's very much going to be a case of when.
Yeah. My concern is not necessarily if they monetize stuff. It's whether or not they take anything out that they've promised and monetize that. Like the bandits, the storyline, I really think that they were planning on selling people the chicken coop. I think that's what they're actually angry about. I think they were going to sell the chicken coop.
I mean, say, for example, you see when it like comes to like the bandits and that,
Mm-hmm.
they put a big bundle together, they include it with the bandits and that, you know, they could sit there and say, oh, we've got this whole big story DLC for you. Bandits, various bits and pieces. That's how they monetize. That's how they get you to pay.
That's your problem with Icarus. There's a lot of actual content behind the DLC. Yeah, I don't... If it's a live service game, I understand the need to monetize it, but 7 Days didn't start as a live service, and I don't think Icarus was either, was it? That just looked like a single-player thing to me. But it seems like they're doing the same thing that they did for Ark. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Not when there are so many games out there nowadays that are just you buy it once and it's a complete experience and you get the whole story. Nothing's behind a paywall. There's nothing that's taken out. There's no extra costumes. It's just you in the character playing the game. I kind of miss that about games. I really, really do.
Yep.
So,
very much agreed.
If I happen to find another company that I think is doing marvelous work, keeping to their promises and everything, I don't mind investing into a company. I've bought DLC for this game. But they have done everything and more that they promised. I mean,
yeah, Red Barrel have been really, really good.
Yeah, they're really good. They're doing what they say they're going to do and everything else. So I 100% don't mind buying DLC for a game like that. But the Fun Pimps haven't done that, you know? They've made promises. They've accused people. Hell, now they're copywriting people. Who's going to be the next one on the chopping block if you piss them off the wrong way? I don't know if I want to be a part of that drama. I don't like making negative videos. Is it spicy? Do people watch it? Yeah, but it's not the type of content I want sitting on me, you know?
I mean, I've got to admit, I played it for a small amount and quickly bounced off of 7 days. But, I've also gone into the visual things that I, just dislike. You know, for example, like yeah, I'll just go in and for one of them, like Big Mama,
Uh-huh.
and when she falls over, and basically what you can see when she's getting up, and it's well, gross.
Kind of parts you didn't actually need to see. Didn't actually want to
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's you know, the whole like sheen in that as well and stuff, and it was like, you know what? No.
Hmm.
Gross.
And it'd be different if they were actually going for body horror, because there's a whole lot of body horror in this game and other games that I've seen, but that's just kind of like somebody in the office drew that. Why? Why did you sit there? Why is this the way you chose to spend your time on this game? You sick heifer. Anyway. You're gonna make a better zombie game and call it 8 Days to Die. Oh, Lord.
I mean, it's a PvP one, so it's not really going to be up my street. But you know, for example, that Saw might be interesting. We've got Hellraiser coming up as well. So obviously, yeah, we've got Saw, which is, you know, PvP. It's the asymmetrical 3 versus 1. We've got Hellraiser coming up, which is going to be a totally messed up story. You know, so we've got some stuff potentially coming up in the year.
In the spicy video, you could be twisted and you could be accused of saying this or that or the other thing that you didn't even say. Yeah, that happens every single time. I also have a huge group of folks that just assume that I'm a chick playing games and complaining about games in general. And I'm like, oh. I'm not a uwu girl playing video games and complaining about stuff online to get looks, views, or whatever. I've played games my entire life, and I want my games to be good. And I know they can be good, and it pisses me off when they aren't. It's just like, you've had one job. I mean, let's be honest, McDonald's is kind of dealing with that. They had one job. Cheap, somewhat edible food, and now it's no longer cheap, and it's getting less edible by the day. Eventually, you just have to stop eating McDonald's.
Yes, Liz is a chick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not wearing human skin confirmed. No, I am definitely a chick. And I play video games. I had a Game Boy.
Though
if
Liz
it tells you
could be trying
anything.
to deceive us, she could secretly be a lizard person. And
could
she's
be a
just got a
lizard
human
person.
skin on.
If I was a lizard person, I would think I would be able to roll my R's, but I can't. So... In my house, I had a sister and I had 2 brothers. I'm the one that had the Game Boy. So...
Yeah.
It's a long time coming.
Mrs. Steph Human.
Sorry, your
Anybody who gets
uwu
a
is
reference gets 10
non-existent.
points, by
Thank
the way.
you. Thank you. I work hard to cultivate a non-uwu. That's not even a phrase. Not even a phrase. Who is
Very
looking
true,
at me?
Emma. It's very much in the name.
It's in my name, Lizard. Oh, no. Oh, no. You know, the messed up thing is my sister used to call me Lizard Breath. She'd pick on my breath, and I would pick on her nose. I would call her Ski Slope, but she called me Lizard Breath. We were not...
She's looking to be democratically voted in Skyrim.
Oh, really? Can we pick a different game besides Skyrim? It's not my favorite. Speaking of which, any patrons, I am so sorry I still have not gotten back to finishing out my Skyrim playthrough. I've got to download my mods, and every time I think about downloading mods, I turn my PC off. Am I the only one who does that? I don't want to have to go through the mods.
You see, when it comes to Skyrim, I've thought about it and that, and then I go to the point where I'm like, well, hang on a second, to do some of these, it's like a 300-odd mod list, and I'm like, I really don't want to spend like 3 days on mods.
I mean,
So I'm just like, no.
I had a short list. It was just texture packs, which of course there's like several different texture packs because it's several different areas. And then I had the Indigo mod, and that was it. But it's like, what's going to happen if I start digging through there and start finding other mods, and I wind up spending an entire week going through a mods list? I hate that. I don't want to do that. Only time we get defensive is when people call you a seasoned lady and glares at Reaper. A seasoned lady? Is that their way of telling me I'm old? I don't care. Care. I have my stripes. I was there when Mario was there. I was there when Sonic started up. I played the first Resident Evil. All kinds of stuff. So it's not like I'm talking out of my ass when I talk about how games should be.
Liz plays Daggerfall. Nice.
No, not Daggerfall. I never tried Daggerfall. I started on Morrowind. And Morrowind's story was so much better. Would I like it if they redid it? Yes, but not if they're going to turn it into Skyrim.
Ooh, Palworld. Oh, that'd be fun.
Play Palworld? I'm not sure how I feel about playing Palworld. I was never really a Pokemon fan. I mean, I get it, there's way more than Pokemon, but I've never been a fan of that particular genre. Like, I didn't even watch the cartoons. Well, I can't say that. I did. I did watch some of the cartoons. Some of them. Called you a grandma on the short for dancing? Yeah, kind of figured somebody would do that.
Yeah, I didn't touch Palworld from early access, so it's what you say. I'm quite interested to jump into where, you know, the full release now.
Adventure on the Atari? I played the Atari one time because one of my friends had it. We didn't buy the Atari. I was very upset that I couldn't take it home with me, though. Because it was, I don't know which one it was, but you had to go around. It was a maze, and you had to get a key and then go back and take the key to another place. It was that game. And that's kind of where, like, the first time I ever tried a game. And then we had a Nintendo, which was kind of my dad's, but I played it a lot. And then we got a Sega, and then we got a PlayStation. It was just... I even played a little bit of Carmen Sandiego on the family PC, but, I mean, I'm not even sure that we'd call that a game.
We even, it's what you say back home, we even had, like, a Commodore 64 in that. So I was, like, playing, like, Flimbo's Quest and that really weird circus game that I can't remember right now.
Great zombie games like Dead Island and Dying Light. I played Dying Light, and I have not played Dead Island yet. I did one video covering my first impressions of Dying Light 2. Not Dying Light 2, but Dead Island 2. And I wouldn't mind going back with that one. I think my only hesitation is I saw a few patterns from modern gaming that I didn't really care for in the second one, so maybe the first one would be better. Not that I don't like the way that it feels or plays or the humor in some of the cases, just... I kind of cannot really do modern audience slop. I cringe so hard whenever I see it. It takes me completely out of a game.
I could show you a quick. I can show you a quick compare. For example, like Sam B. Later on.
Okay.
And you'll see the difference in how they changed Sam from the first game to the second game.
Okay. DayZ any good? DayZ is kind of rudimentary unless you play... I know that they have modded servers and stuff, but... I did play it back in the day, and we played for a couple of years, but... I don't know. My issue with the PvP thing is it doesn't... How do you say it exactly? It's not like there's not a pattern to it, there's not a story to it, there's not any of that. The why of why you're doing it simply isn't there. I mean, I walked on one server where we had been whitelisted, and they had 2 servers, and we played usually on one. Well, there was one day that server was down, so I climbed into the other one to run around and ask people if they knew why the other server had been taken down, you know, so we could find another server. So I ran. It took me 30 minutes because it's a walking sim, and I was held up by 2 folks, and they put a grenade in my pocket and walked away, and I was like, I was just asking a question. And I didn't even get the answer to the question. They just exploded me and walked away. It's like, you can't even roleplay decently? God.
I've got to say, though, it would be fun if Dead Island 2 was to come up and all that. I think what will make it more fun, you know, is doing it in multiplayer.
PvP tends to be toxic, yes. I really don't care for PvP. If everybody is like, if there's an event, like in 7 days, we've done PvP in 7 days. But we all knew the event was going to be happening that weekend, so people knew if you want to play PvP, come on in. If you don't want to play, you don't come in. And there were also other rules, like, don't go and wreck someone's bedroll, because back then you needed your bedroll, otherwise you were going to teleport like 3,000 miles away or something from your base, or from where the thing was going on. We had rules and teams and stuff like that. It was just kind of like a sportsmanship thing. You have other games, it's just not. There's no sportsmanship to it. There's no story building to it. It's just, I'm going to stick a grenade in your pocket. It's like, hey, I just asking you a question, but all right. Cool. Anyway, let me go ahead and get out of here. Let me go ahead and sign off and get out of here so you guys can start your weekend. You enjoyed playing Rust? Isn't Rust PvP though?
Yeah, Rust still has PvP in it.
The
I
lockdown
think you
server
can,
that prevented all forms
I
of PvP.
think-
Oh.
Um,
Surround your bedroll with landmines, but that would also take out your bedroll. You're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Is there a way to find a server that maybe has the PvP switched off, or is it just basically there and you just need to be careful?
For Rust or DayZ?
For Rust, I was asking Isaac.
Well, the way he's saying it, they prevented all forms. They played on a PvE and helped each other. So I'm assuming that there's a
Nice.
way of locking it out. If I'm not mistaken, you can also do that with DayZ when you set up your server. You can turn it off or something. Surrounding someone else's bedroll with landmines, that would just be mean. Pretty sure it's been done, though. Alright. YouTubes, I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a great weekend. Get some rest. Enjoy yourselves. Get some air. Hug your mom. I don't know. Y'all have a good day. Bye, YouTubes! Go and